What's happening, fight fans? Welcome back to the MMA Mindset. Wolkernite Fight Championship 7, February the 22nd, getting closer now, so I can't wait for this. We've been in the background today, sorting out a couple of fights as well in the background. You're going to be really excited. This is going to be the best card yet. If we can get some of these fights that we're wanting to, it's going to go off the hook. So make sure you get your tickets. Links in the description. On top of the title fights that we've already got, more coming. livemma.co.uk, brand new cage as well. Unbelievable, the best cage outside of the UFC and maybe like Cage Warriors, in my opinion, in the UK. It's unbelievable. It's going to elevate the promotion so much. Walkway around so people can showcase themselves. Going to be phenomenal. So yeah, make sure that you're at the event. But without further ado, joined by one of the title fights of the evening. I'm joined by our reigning, defending, junior 61 kilo MMA champion, Beau Doski. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. How are you? Good.
Yeah, always good, mate. Really excited for. I feel like during this period of from like November to like January, February, there's no MMA on. There's nothing to watch,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it drives me insane. But obviously, you've had the Christmas period, the New Year period,
Of
busy
course.
time. What's it like now? Just getting into fight mode now, getting into a solid camp.
It's one of those things of I've had two fights in quick succession. I think this is my third in 6 months now. So it's just become a routine. It's just become part of the daily life. Wake up, eat right. You know, get your day done, get out the gym, and get the work done. So it's just happy. I've got a room full of guys all there helping me get better, helping each other get better. It's just a good feeling to just be back in the routine again after a little layoff.
Yeah, I can imagine, and obviously just speaking about the last event where you captured the title, fantastic
Of course,
performance against a guy from Rough Diamonds who's tough and casing. He brings it, and he's got
yeah,
fantastic striking, and he knows how to keep his range. And you eliminated that. You
of
kept to your
course,
game plan. You nullified his game plan, and you put on a really impressive display. Obviously, who you're fighting, Louis Waplington,
of
completely
course.
completely dominant performance as well. And he called his shot. I think everyone kind of knew this is the fight we had to make.
Yeah, there wasn't really many other options on the table that were being presented, and I just thought I do think he has. I think he's fought two people on the very lower end of the weight class. I don't think he has fought someone to my level, and I don't think he's of the level of people that I've been matched with recently. But there wasn't anyone else, and I just think this is going to be. I know he's going to bring it because I've watched his fights. I know his gym. I know his coach very well. His gym, they bring it. So it's going to be a fun fight, and everyone needs to tune in because this is going to be some must-watch TV.
Yeah, well, definitely, and it's a lot of it's a really different fight to what you had last time. Kaysen,
Yeah,
obviously, he's kind of happy to be on the outside.
yeah,
He'll take his time, whereas Louis, he's going to be in your face and he's going to try and be aggressive. And is
yeah,
that what you're expecting?
yeah. So with the last fight, I watched. He was 3-0, 3-0, and now I've got a guy who's 2-0. So it's like the show are giving me some good guys, and I'm happy about this. But with the last fight, I knew if I stood there with him and stood off, he was going to hit me. And obviously, you saw that in that third round because I was getting tired. I'd used a lot of energy holding him down, and he hit me with those two big leg kicks. And that was when I realized I had to shoot and I had to keep my game plan. So I know I need to keep the distance this time because he's going to charge me. So it's not going to be on me to always have to go forward. But I need to show this. I can go forward and I can go backwards. I'm all good with this. I can turn him, I can wrestle him, but I'm also happy to kickbox because I said I wanted to do that in the last fight. And you saw the teach, you saw the jab, but you didn't get to see what I've been working on, and we got a lot of special things coming. So I'd love to show my striking if I could. But Louis said it himself. I'm a three stripe blue belt now. I've been working in the jits. I get the gi on 4 times, yeah, 4 times a week. So I can sub anyone if I need to.
Yeah, and like you say, it's going to be really interesting styles. Obviously, you said then when you were fighting Case and you were kind of having to chase him down and you were having to push the
Yeah,
accent and heading into that third round, obviously it did wear on you a little bit. Do you think that's going
of
to be
course.
different because you're not going to have to push the pace as much because Louis is going to be there to meet you? So I think,
Yeah. I think I'm all right to say this. That weren't the best version of me that fought Kaysen. I think it was on me to, the fighters always say, you got to get your runs in, you got to do everything. You can't be cutting corners. I think I cut too many corners for that fight. I don't think that was the best version of me that could have showed up for that fight, but it was enough. Uh, it was definitely a 30-27. I've watched it back. I don't see any other way that could be misinterpreted. I definitely see that as I won all 3 rounds. And I just think that I need to be ready for someone to bring it to me, because my last 3 fights, or my last 2 fights, I've brought it to the person. I've ran them down. And I think it's going to be a very different problem for me to deal with, having to stand on the back foot a little bit. So we'll have
Yeah,
to see how that goes.
do you think that's maybe going to help you in a way? Because you'll be able to maybe showcase a little bit more about what you work on in terms of being defensive and your movement and circling and stuff. Do you think that's going to kind of help you show your
Yeah,
skills off?
it could. I think he's going to run forward because he is inexperienced. He's been training a year. I've been doing this nearly 12 years now. So, I know how to walk people into space. I know how to find openings. I know how to find things. And if he overcommits on something, I'm going to take a leg. I'm going to take a neck. I'm going to take something that's going to be presented to me if he overcommits. So I think I'm happy to show people that I don't have to run the pace at all times. I can fight to other people's pace and beat them at their own game. So whatever he wants to bring, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and I think when I spoke to him, he was kind of under the impression that people were maybe underestimating him and overlooking him. But I don't think that's the case with yourself. I don't think you're that silly. I think you've got quite a mature head on your shoulders and you're taking him seriously. Is that the case?
hmm Yeah. So I've got an amazing team behind me. Tsunami Gym Norfolk, it has been the place for a long time. We've had a lot of people come through and win belts. And we've had some people recently come back that haven't been in the gym a while. So Andre Gonzalez, who was a fighter who won some titles, got to Bellator, and then ended up having to, put his life first instead of his fighting. He's now coming back in the gym, helping me with my wrestling, just pushing me that bit that I need, because, having him in my corner, having dad in my corner, it's going to be perfect. And I just think I'm the champ. Whoever's gonna come for my belt, I need to be 110% ready, because at the end of the day, that's my belt they want to take.
Yeah,
So I need to be ready, because he wants to take that off me, and I'm not gonna underestimate him, because my belt is on the line. So yeah,
yeah. You've got something people want at the end of
yeah,
the day, and that can bring the best out of people. And obviously, you've just got to make sure that you're matching that. Just obviously speaking, maybe past the fight, what are you kind of looking to achieve this year? What are your goals for the rest of the
so
year?
I've I'm not a small 61 kilo guy on the day anymore. It's becoming a struggle, and I'm thinking this is definitely going to be, hopefully, I don't see myself slowing down with my growth anytime soon, with how much I'm starting to weigh. I think this is going to be my last 61 kilo fight. And I think if I do have another 61 kilo fight, it will be as an A class, so I can weigh in the day before. So when I defend the title, February 22nd, I'll be 4-2 at that point. And I think at that point, because I know that 66 kilo belt is vacant now, I either want to go for 2 belts, because 66 on the day is a lot more doable for me. I either want to do that, or I'm going to go up to headshots and start punching some people in the face.
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, that's what everyone's working to. Obviously, you need to get your experience and your rounds in
Yeah,
terms of the junior MMA level, and but everyone's kind of wanting to move up to that level. We've just seen obviously Reece Lawrence.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
making his amateur debut on the card. Really excited about that. That's
yeah,
and
can't
he's
wait,
taking
can't
on an
wait.
experienced guy as well. Someone who's already got
Yeah,
three
but
three amateur fights, but he's a
but
beast.
but Reese is like that. He doesn't want to cut corners, and you've seen it with the last, well, with this fight, and then the two before that, Constantine, and then my teammate Archie doesn't cut corners with the people he fights. He's always competing, and I got a lot of love for that guy. He's very good.
Yeah, I don't think don't really ever speak to anyone that's got anything bad to say about him ever. He's
Yeah, it's just that he's one of those people, and you see a lot of those people in the scene these days, because you've got the people like the Colby Covingtons and the people that are just
yeah,
horrible, but then there are those nice people, the people like GSP, and he really is one of those people that
yeah,
you could. I remember doing it after the fight. It was really this weird, surreal feeling. He just fought Constantine, and I just fought Kaysen, and me, him, Archie, and Jegger were all just stood there, just having a long conversation for a solid hour. It was just one of those weird things of like, I'd never spoke to the guy, and he was just so warm and welcoming and so
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he's a good guy. We need those people in the sport. Obviously we want what we kind of want on the show is we want defending champions that
Yeah,
want to come back and be the
of
guy to
course,
beat. I think too many times you get people that are happy to go get a belt in this organization and go get one in this and go get one in
of
this,
course.
never defending them. Was that important
Yeah,
to you to get a defense under your belt to kind of
yeah,
be like, yeah, right, well, this is
yeah.
definitely my title.
I think if you look at the way this show's going, what's this, seventh show now?
Yeah,
Or eighth,
seventh.
seventh? Yeah. So seventh show. This show's only getting bigger and bigger. This show's only growing. And I just think I'm gonna be one of I think I'm the second junior to defend his title.
Yeah.
So I just think that was important to me. I just think as soon as I won that title, it was that thing of I want no questions that I am the best junior bantamweight before I go up and start going to headshots. And I thought the way to do that was I'm going to sit for 3 or 4 weeks and see what the best option the show can come up for me is. And whoever that is will do it. And like you said in the interview after the fight, Louis was the one that had earned his shot 2-0, one finish, 50% finish rate. That's an exciting fight. That's a fight that makes me want to get up early and go on a run and want to beat the guy.
Yeah, exactly. And just quickly before I let you go, moving into kind of like the latter stages of the next few weeks. What are the kind of the next few weeks looking like for you? Because we've still got a good 6 weeks before fight
Yeah,
day.
yeah. So Archie's being matched, so he's in the gym, so that's a great resource for me. So I've got him. I've got Jordan Grandinetti, who's 2-0 as a bantamweight, and he's amazing for a body as well. Andre, like I said, is back in the gym. Dad's helping me a lot, so I've got a nice infrastructure around me that's just going to be a nice, solid 6 weeks of shark tanks and wanting to throw up on your hill sprints and morning runs when it's so cold you can see your breath and you want to give up and you want to turn around and get back in bed. It's just going to be all of those sort of horrible things that come with this game, and I'm ready for it all because that belt is mine and it is not going anywhere. It's staying in that frame in Tsunami Norfolk.
Yeah, well, like I said, mate, it's going to be an amazing fight. It was something that we really wanted to do straight off the bat. As soon as that next last event finished, it was like this is a great fight, and it's a fight that
Yeah,
both of them want. So
yeah,
yeah, let's get it done. But no, Bo, thank you very much for joining me, mate. I really appreciate it. Obviously, it's getting
yeah,
late, and I really appreciate you taking the time.
yeah. Of course, perfect. Thanks for having me. Nice one. See you on the
Yeah,
twenty
not a
seconds.
problem. See you all, guys. 22nd of February, going to be off the hook. Like I said, some of the fights we've got lined up and the fights we've already got on, unbelievable. Like I said, links in the description. I'll put Buzz social media in there as well as Tsunami Norfolk as well, just to make sure that you're all going showing them some love. But yeah, once again, Bart, I'll see you on Fight Night, mate. And like I said, I
Nice
hope all
one.
training goes well.
Perfect. Thank
Nice
you.
one.
Nice one.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.